it might be time to kind of switch gears regarding my career as a full-time content creator. And the reason for that is simply because the landscape of social media has changed so much since I started.
Yeah, but like, when did you start? COVID was the most significant event for content creators, probably like that will ever happen. COVID was a time where everybody was home and they were bored and they wanted to engage in content. A lot of politically driven stuff, but this isn't this person. They're Fortnite driven. The landscape changed as COVID disappeared, basically. Like the COVID hype, everything that was going on, people started going back to work. It became less of an issue. Most content creators, they could not figure out what they needed to do. That's it. You got a COVID starter pack. It was easy. It was high view. Because there were so many people watching for so long, D-tier content creators like myself were able to thrive. The difference is I'm a cockroach parasite and I knew how to stay alive. And I got lucky too, because for some reason bigger creators also like me. I don't know why. And I was able to get really good advice from some of them on how to do it. Let's just go into like a really deep thing. What you need to do if you want to be a successful content creator, especially a streamer, is you need to identify different layers of things. The first thing you need to do is you need to identify what your product is. It sounds stupid, but it's very necessary. Is your product your stream? Yeah, you need to identify that, because if you can understand, let's say you're a streamer and you're a gaming streamer and you realize that your product is a stream, everything that you make, videos and shorts, need to promote that product. My product, I stream, but my product is actually my videos that I produce. So all my shorts promote my videos. My streams are just things that I do to interact with my fans while I make content. And it's like a fun, nice flow. And that's what I like to present myself. So when I do short form content, it's to make you go to the videos. My product is my videos. I know that. And so everything centralizes around my videos being what I consider higher quality. If you're a streamer, you need to be more productive in the release of your content. And it's going to mean different things for different people. But first, it means obviously choose a streaming platform. I always recommend YouTube, frankly, exclusively YouTube, because they have the best monetization out of anybody else. You can put up that stream, you can leave up that stream, and you can make decent money on that stream. And it also satisfies your long form content instead of making individual videos. So you can just direct people with shorts to your stream on YouTube specifically. If you want to stream on Twitch or whatever, be my guest, but those don't stay up forever. There's more incentive for people to go onto YouTube and to watch the former streams. I don't necessarily recommend dual streaming unless you're a larger content creator. If you're somebody with 5 viewers, don't split your audience between Twitch and YouTube. It's just not worth it. You're better off pumping people over to, in my opinion, YouTube. But then after you do that, everything needs to be short form content that represents your Don't go around making cringe shorts. If you're a streamer, everything that you put out into the atmosphere needs to be streaming related. You don't need to go and make silly little edits on your TikTok to try to pull people over to your Twitch. Put Twitch clips up or put YouTube clips up for your YouTube. You want to show them examples of the product, okay? And if you're somebody that started out making skits and you want to transition to exclusively a streamer, transition your platform. Or do both at once. Do your thing.